everyone talks about estrogen, but what about estrogen's very important sister, progesterone? Progesterone is the first hormone to fall, and it actually can cause hormonal havoc from as early as your mid to late 30s onwards. In this video, I'm going to share with you ways to boost your progesterone levels naturally for a healthy and happy perimenopause period. I am Chelsea Green, holistic hormone specialist. I help women transition from peri to postmenopause naturally using homeopathy, herbs, nutrition, and lifestyle measures. If that sounds like the type of thing that you're interested in, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. Today we're talking about low progesterone, but before we get there, let's look at the role of progesterone in the premenopausal years. In our premenopausal years, progesterone is made in the ovary glands, and a small amount is also made in the adrenal glands. Balanced progesterone levels leads to a nice, healthy, regular menstrual cycle, and it's a really important hormone in the early stages of pregnancy. So from the mid to late 30s onwards, ovarian function begins to slow. We move into those perimenopausal years. During that time, it's actually progesterone that falls first. It falls very quickly and it falls first, and we end up in a state of low progesterone. Symptoms we may experience in a low progesterone state include irregular cycle, so maybe missing a month here and there, or having a shorter cycle. It might include spotting in between periods, also decreased libido. You might see a lot of anxiety and depression, migraines and headaches, as well as hot flushes and night sweats. Another really common symptom we see in a low progesterone state is sleep disturbances. So maybe there'll be trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. As we move through perimenopause, the adrenal glands pick up the responsibility of producing progesterone. So we continue to make it, just in much smaller amounts. Progesterone is our calming hormone, whereas estrogen is our excitatory hormone. Progesterone comes along and calms everything down. And in addition to that, it interacts with a neurotransmitter in the brain called GABA. And GABA is our neurotransmitter that, again, is very, very calming, and it is almost like an anti-anxiety neurotransmitter. So with low levels of progesterone and lower functioning of GABA, we see a lot of anxiety, depression, irritability, restlessness, even an ungroundedness at this time. We move through perimenopause, ovarian function really begins to slow and eventually stops altogether, and the adrenal glands pick up the role of making our hormones. Our adrenal glands are also responsible for making our stress hormones, and this is key. So the first thing that we need to do in terms of having nice healthy levels of progesterone is managing our stress levels. Stress is all about staying alive as far as the brain is concerned. When the brain gets the message that we have stress in our life, it assumes that there is a threat to life, and anything that is not required to keep you alive, including producing progesterone, will be downregulated. So in order to have nice healthy levels of progesterone, we have to make the brain feel safe. We have to do everything within our power to keep our stress levels under control. So that means daily self-care practices. And this is the key to perimenopause and menopause, if I'm honest with you. So the thing is, we need to be doing daily self-care, quiet time, meditation, yoga nidra, reading, walking in nature. It doesn't matter so much what it is, as long as it's quiet. It's reducing stress within our system, allowing the brain to feel safe and send the message to the adrenal glands that it's safe to produce progesterone. In addition to daily self-care, there's a few things that we can do with our food. We want to be eating foods rich in B6, zinc, and vitamin C, all of which help with progesterone production. So B6, that includes sunflower seeds, chicken, turkey, salmon, tuna, and dark leafy greens. Vitamin C, of course, is our citrus fruits, but also berries, tomatoes, and peppers. And for zinc, we're looking at beef, shellfish, chickpeas, lentils, pumpkin seeds. And think about foods for general hormone production, including healthy fats. Our sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone, are made from cholesterol, so we need healthy fats for hormone production. We need lots of fibrous vegetables to feed the gut. Healthier gut leads to a healthier menopause transition. If you're struggling with the low progesterone issues of sleep and anxiety, you could look at foods rich in L-theanine. So L-theanine is found in green tea, black tea, and in mushrooms, or you can take that one in supplement form. L-theanine is really beneficial because it helps with that GABA function, so that calming neurotransmitter. Other herbal supplements include Agnus castus, which is known to increase progesterone levels. Some women feel great on Agnus castus, others other women don't, so it's just a matter of trying it and seeing how you feel. You could also look at ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is great for helping us with our stress levels, helping us to be more stress resilient. When we are stress resilient, we're not so reactive to stress, which means the brain feels safe and sends the message to produce progesterone. I talk about both of these supplements in this video here, so if you haven't watched that, make sure to check it out next. And just remember, if you're starting any new supplement, it's up to you to check for contraindications if you're taking any medication, including HRT. And if you're ever unsure, please do check with your healthcare provider. And finally, in terms of boosting progesterone levels, we need to think about the fact that if we've got low progesterone, we're going to be in an estrogen dominant state. And in an estrogen dominant state, we can experience things like heavy flooding periods, even fibroids and breast tenderness. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, because in my next video, I am going to be talking all about estrogen dominance in perimenopause.